survive, not alone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive, not alone, not Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Oh, yeah, yeah. We people don't tire. With the greediness, now the system. Oh, yeah, yeah. The youth, they don't tire. Eastern region youths, we don't tire. Oh, yeah. Not to this we been votes for. The promise we say salon go better. All things just they go up. How we people go survive now?
Well, Fambulem, on a good evening, on a good afternoon, good day, a cabo, a piari sekeno, bondesia buana, kauyena. We don't come back this Friday, and from now on, we are going to shoot straight. We are going to shoot straight because Sierra Leone needs a rehabilitation. We cannot continue for the talk, poly-talk, things they go wrong. One thing where we get for understand, and that goes to all of us Sierra Leoneans. When people they want to create a bad system in a country, we can use the English word for say state capture. From now they begin broke the English. The first thing then they do, then they disorganize the whole system, then disorganize all the institutions. Them nobody know for know what's correct, what's wrong anymore. The second thing then they do, then they use deception, and they deceive una. It come with a lot of falsehood for taking our attention from the truth. Then finally, then they use chaos, confusion. Now within that period, then they institute fear. People and they afraid. And after when I don't achieve that, then create a dictatorship. All waiting with the I don't tell una so. It don't happen at Sierra Leone from 2018 to date. If anybody feels say the government where they in power, now test, then they test, then you don't understand what's in the go on. And from now on, when they begin talk about that, not about what in and they do, why then do them. Now they can't tell you from now on. The reason we make them they do some of them things here on a need for no. Now we put your attention on the bigger picture. There is a picture where they no allow to see. From now, now that with it. If Mother Bio want to get on Bele na State House, now in business. The reason we on Bele, now who they talk about. Not only on Bele. The reason you make it on Bele, what he aim for achieve. We you know say, he get on Bele, you know sit down and you say, la take leave today, go there. He get reason we make it do them. Now they begin talk about from today. But la not take all the time. That allow me to introduce himself. Over to you, sir.
I want this year. I want this year. From a second, Kurino, Pambule in a cabo, plenty cushetona. As me co-host don't tell una, the mere term done. Now we don't reach a term where we get for sky for glue we serve together. And we can talk about this glue. We don't talk about redemption broadcast too many times. And we're not going to stop for talk, we'll go continue for the talk. What's in the glue? We get for belief in something. And waiting they make una believe something, not trust. Not trust. Get faith in something. Right now, as we do as people, we don't have a community. And when we not get a community, that means to say we not get a belief system where glue una together. And whether they not happen, we not they grow. But we learn from animal them. Lion. One great lion not able to survive. But when a lion they in a pride, then they in a group. That pride, now because they come together, they organize themselves. Then get a value system where they hold upon for their survival. They find out for say, then they thrive. But we as we did so in Sierra Leone, we did as total caste system. Some people superior, some inferior. Some people feel to say they're not supposed to consult, consolidate, or even include other people. Everything as Sierra Leone not become exclusive. Now that we did against. We want a society where equal. Society where people can get faith in because they get a common belief system, common values, where hold them together. Even moral values. What are moral values in Sierra Leone? What are the moral values? What do we call we moral values? What it is? We constitution will not the fall around. All man they talk for change constitution. Constitution is never our problem. Our problem is to follow what is in the constitution. Because if you get constitution, you know they fall around. So what the heck? We get one now. Then they breach them. Anyhow. So I don't get much for talk. I go call me co-host. Wala he spread the matter. Wala who can begin the role. What we need for role too.
Okay, thank you, sir. And before we begin the discussion, we announce to the people and say let them feel free for call and be part of the discussion. On a call and be part of the discussion because Usa would not reach so. Then say many heads make bigger heads.
Yep.
Many hands make light work. Ford Corporation, they mean get a manager in the 70s, who they call Lee Iacocca. Lee Iacocca was one of the best managers where they mean get. They asked him at one time, I manage achieve the efficiency. Now I say, I use the master brain factor. What does that mean? The more people then come and think together, una go get diversities, all man go get your own view. But out of that diversity, una they seek at certain key points them where they come up, where they make una get a major breakthrough for give una that idea where una they look for solving a problem. And as I say, alien don't reach now. This is above with traditional systems them will get. This now when we cause they talk about the caste system. It's very much correct. It then now with DNA. It's part of us. Forget a caste system or a caste mentality. Now I make we get a local word. They will get local words then I say, you know, they point to that. Inside Freetown, the easy lesson somebody tell you know that I mean caste system. It creates inequality. Because you say you know that I mean, it implies say I better pass you, not talk to me.
It's not just scam.
And with local environments amongst the chimneys, then get words than they use. Or we will check, or we will lacery.
Or lacery. Exclusion.
Caste system. They mandate them back, then get them.
In
every linguistic group in Sierra Leone.
Then they call them Kenya Musia. Those over there.
Yes. Every linguistic group in Sierra Leone gets that caste mentality. And that caste mentality, we don't translate them in several forms. But some of the most pronounced forms the world they see in Sierra Leone, now this issue of me go better school. You not tell them say better school.
You know reach from 5, you know you can get O level, you want talk?
Hey, mina both school product. Mina Magoka boys. Mina St. Francis. These are all expressions of a divisive mentality. And that divisive mentality, it not only go inside it don't go in with politics, and now it even destroy the political party them. It destroy them.
Yep.
As I speak or as we speak, Sierra Leone, they go through one of the worst economic times where any country can go through. From 2021, Sierra Leone we begin go through, within economists then they call stagflation. Within a stagflation, people then go on for no. When an economy they experience acute inflation where they shoot up, like how it be happen at Zimbabwe at one time, the inflation go up to 1,000%. Prices they rocket how they want, no control, unemployment, no export for buffer, no production for buffer. Then everything they become stagnant and acutely stagnant. Now they call stagflation, if I can explain them in my own simple terms. From 2021, Sierra Leone begin experience that. We shoot up to a level whose inflation past 50%. From there, we camp on this political confusion. We don't drag on for over 1 year. Not much is coming into the economy. The only thing what they do are consume what they consume. Production is next to zero. So what's in the product? Acute hardship.
Yeah.
Acute hardship where nobody no able to manage. But within the hardship, we see a few people living the good life. A few people are living the good life.
2%. 2%, yeah. That's
Less
how it's been.
If you ask me, I believe say less than that. If you ask me, I believe say less than that.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Why is it all everybody want for?
So, do we have a country? And this is not the question for focus on. Not what in Madabio they do, what in Anescoma they do, what in some, yes, all what in and they do, maybe they impact what in they happen. But the fact is clear. None of these people, I don't care how you call them, even the one that now we don't begin to send them picture all over social media. The one for be flag bearer. Some of we na quota we want to go. We not give the quota of bearer.
Where la part routine you cannot go patch up. We patch na yana chair. We patch na yana chair. Na routine la part for that. You know, I just want for add I want to put some pepper with
coming.
You know, you see this stagflation here we bring cancel. It sweets me. You know why it sweets me?
But it's the reality that we are not focusing on.
Appearance of low growth now in our economy. The economy they stagnate. It just part of the class way strong way for work. They're all unemployed. The youth are unemployed. They do nothing.
I get for Canada party. I get for Canada party.
Produce nothing. Yeah, I come brother. So unemployment they rise, prices they go up, and when they happen, crime rates they go up. Then you find out for say drug abuse they go up.
Yeah.
Then you find out for say all other things that know they work. Then pantap they're not trying for make policies them. We go cushion then effects there. Now they turn this, then they can put cowboy tax. Because before you make tax, you get for try for make some risk assessments.
see how the economy dey, how the country dey, check about on things like what they call minimum wage. But the people and wage remain the same. It's very low. They can't live on it. Where you go put them percentages and the way where you put them, how you feel say go affect the people and paycheck? So the paycheck when a minimum wage will not reach minimum wage, you don't further reduce them. You don't further make the person in life impossible. But one thing that when my brother talk now, where I want to put in, where most important, we would encourage you for the call. Because we Sierra Leonean them, we African them, we get a mentality where issue like this come up, all man said it's not to me business. Then when I go down, sit down, people and when not get the know-how, people and when not smart enough, make a bad decision, they go and grab for complaint. No, that's a day una for shut up. This is the time for us all for come together, apply whatever sense you get, disregard whatever person think about you, but take part. In a democracy, every decision made, it affects everybody. The decision
that is if they understand what in democracy mean.
Exactly.
Because for most people, democracy is about voting.
Well, no. It's more than that. Democracy affects the electoral way they use, the price. Democracy, it affects the food way they eat, the quality of water way they drink, the quality of hospital where you begin and they use, the quality of school or education where you begin they get. If you go put people there, we're not clever enough, we're not intelligent enough.
I know why they use this word clever, intelligent.
No, they come where I don't done.
These people know what they are doing. They are clever enough.
It is deliberate what they are doing. It is premeditated because they really don't care about the well-being of the people.
Thank you.
So where they make the decision, we sit down, they look them, we not do nothing. Then we just cannot sit there and keep blaming them. We have taken passive part because then they take the active part. You sit down, you not do nothing. You participate. You
contribute for make the condition come.
Exactly. So una left for go to sit down. What would they say? Una call because not all thing we sabi, not all thing we know. Una know some secrets than what we don't know. Una come, you bring your bass, me bring pepper. Somebody bring Maggie, somebody bring rest. Now cook and pot. Now we create this family where we don't lack in our society. This society, we're not a woke. We don't have a community. But if we begin to take part, we begin to interested, we begin to contribute into this pot here. These pots, when are the common good of we country, when they try for bill, you go find out for say we're stronger. My brother, and they want that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I like the way they carry this discussion today. I think Miss Anna couldn't begin to perfect this job.
The last money will give me this morning.
All right. Well, I will make more. I will make more the last mommy so that we will do the job well. You see, you come with several points them. We're very, very important. Let we begin look at them. Because today we talk about things falling apart in Sierra Leone. Why? Is it only the politicians that are responsible? If they are responsible, why are they responsible? If we are talking about democracy, we mean say everybody in voice matter. Every opinion matter. Even to that Christmas where they talk in a pure democratic society, then they listen to him because they know say he must say something, we mean something. But we not get that attitude. You know what you do? You talk about minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, Do we even have a minimum wage?
What to the other orders?
If we don't have a minimum wage, why? I want to tie up then question what they ask you.
I get you.
If we don't have a minimum wage, why? You talk about blame and complain. People then go sit down when things go wrong, then can't blame, then can't complain. Why? I don't ask several questions. And all them questions here, then connect with one thing. What you believe, how they see things them and understand them now we mind, and how they interpret them. And who side that they come out? They come out from what in and teach we from where we small. What in and teach we? Whether not talk and direct to we, but now make we what it will be. Now this caste system, this cultural apartheid.
Eat into we.
Now in a we, not eat into we, now in a we. Like we left for blindfold, we self say we get education. We not get education. I want to believe one thing today. The white man saw us for what we are, then design a system for giving auto-suggestion so that then go use we how we did.
I'm glad you see this.
Now, it's a very, hey, I have done research on this. I have found out. I have even an article where they write about both school. The title is How to Keep Africans Underdeveloped. Yes. I go mount them as we they go up. How to keep Africans underdeveloped, the both school. For a lot of people, we not understand the trap way we do. When you mention them things here, then they see them as an insult. And these are the same people where they see them as an insult. They will go all over the place. I know they hear you. Are you talking? You are muted. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I know I'm muted. I don't want you to get any feedback.
Okay. As they say, then same people here will tell them, say, this person write this article about the Bo School, talking about how it was created as part of the institutions, in some of the institutions in West Africa, for keep we under bondage. Oh, you know, talk that Bo School, but he will tell you he's a Pan-Africanist.
You don't even understand what that is. Neither. They just they use words loosely.
You know, the crisis will country the we will not understand it until we think out of the box. A lot of things that happen as Sierra Leone were not supposed to happen. If only we may think properly, if only we may get systems and institutions in the country and allow the institutions to operate. You aren't coming. Yes, coming.
Yeah, I agree with you. But the fundamental of the institutions and then the community.
Well, the community is made by the beliefs and the perception.
Exactly. Well, now we get a system, when a caste system.
Yes.
We don't divide. We are already divided before even the white man came.
That was the only truth Julius Manabio said.
Exactly.
He said,
you look, you call Sierra Leonean because you go Poro, you call Angburka. You eat Oja, you call Angburka. You go Bondo, you call Angburka. That means to say he's inferior. He cannot be included or be trusted in anything one they do. So he's an outcast.
Yes.
Then the Creole them, they said they import them from Scotland. They call them lodge. Masonic society, the name big.
Well, just hold it there, please. The lodge went through Scotland to come to Sierra Leone. But the lodge has its origin from Egypt.
Yes. But we're not going into that today. We talk about caste system.
Yes.
And a part of the caste system. So, again, under that qualification, because the one that we join the inside hot sun, tropical weather, even if not Scotland, you come out to go wear a pale. Then they wear tailcoat.
Well, now them bring unto them. Now, so back when they bring Islam to for time with.
Today, I don't agree. Law not justified for them.
And they come. When they bring Islam to we, they say for time with, not so. I mean, Allah, Hippocameka, Itaiid. Tell me, what does that mean?
Well, Sierra Leone, for me they get into the caste system, if they try book no work, they not get no qualification, then you go make for them who can call it allergy. That is the title too.
Well, maybe some of them were educated because Islamic education been only long before Western education. Maybe some of them were educated. But the fact that the point at issue here is we have a social system, a status system, we're not working with favor. And Usauki make the mistake, well, they make we lose them. We not go and research with status system. We not try to understand with status system. Law make laws them we go fit to that system. Imagine we make a system we combine American, we make a constitution, I mean, we combine American and British order of things. Then we institute them in a place where the leader get the right for use impunity. How would you see that thing working? You know what they lead to so? Are the complaints about the Constitution. Because we have a Constitution.
You don't open my mind that they wait till you don't. You don't put something on me skull.
We have a Constitution that is designed for an environment to say they're able to check impunity. But we design them for an environment where the caste system allow the rulership for use impunity. Show me how we able to modify that constitution there. Over to you.
My brother, when you talk, you inject something in my head where you don't even realize. You see this caste system. Now that we fail before we even start. Because you see, every society gets a glue, a commonality of some sort, either in belief, in tradition, in culture, we hold them together. Even this caste system, it clearly play out by the tripartite.
And I know I'll let go there.
Adekam, I want you allow me. I get to tell the talk about. It's very important for this subject. If you notice, any side where Sierra Leonean go will not ever convert to the diverge. Now the caste system because of. Because no one forgiving to the other if he say better party company. So wherever we meet, before we convert, society will get a glue. We get that togetherness. What in the glue not together? Now either love, belief, tradition, culture. But for us, it is not the case. As I book past this man, I go Edwards, Ingo Academy, I mean a fritter, Imen upline, na Crooks, na Kende mommy on a so many man call like Kende. So you find out for say, this is one of the biggest problems we make anytime when we meet. We not agree on nothing. Because
I want to repeat this thing where you say just now. Kende.
Kende.
The
Kende
man,
momio.
the man say Kende Mui.
Kende momio, kende mui. That's na krut, munku,
Well,
na scam.
that they tell you about we caste system.
Yes.
What I say, it in every linguistic group.
When I make I bring this, because if you notice the tripartite and commodity, they don't get agreement. They get a
They have
divergence
agreement.
instead of a convergence.
Now they have agreement. They have a lot of agreements.
Yep.
I make a tell you, say, not good at it.
All right.
What he make then they misinterpret and misunderstand the tripartite agreement. Now, because in we head, we only want to hear what we understand.
What you want, because around 9 meet with
Yes.
9 deal with we cast area.
Naim.
You know,
Me a part of the ruling class. I not listen to what person they
I
can
agree
tell.
with you entirely.
They had agreements. And this thing how they drag feet on is part of the agreement, the electoral justice.
Yes.
And we get people inside the very party when are then are the victim of electoral injustice. They promote the idea, say, hey, electoral justice is not a part of this thing.
Well, now that they put katana there.
Are they come?
Yes.
You know what made them they do that?
Yes, and then put katana there.
You know what made them they do that? Anybody other in the APC they do that now, in believe say they in a system within the APC when they get right for take decisions. Every other person for shut up and listen to them. That's the caste system.
Yeah.
That's cultural apartheid. That's cultural apartheid. And we don't see them not only in the APC, SLPP. We don't see them they happen there. We don't hear beaucoup videos now they go. This they cost, then they cost. This they can't reply, then they can't reply. Then they call Fatima Bue name here. Then call Sylvia there. Then call Senge there. Then call Ben Kelfala there. It's all about a cultural apartheid. And I'll tell you something. This democracy, oh, they all about. In a democratic state, everybody get right for stand. We get several people them where they run for flag bearer. It's not about democratic thinking. It's about caste mentality. Afterwards, myself come up from a ruling house. I get right for run for presidency.
Myself na lawyer.
I get right for run for presidency.
Being a doctor.
I get right for run for presidency. As if to say, all of them will sit on the same seat together. Because we get caste system, we get three things that we lost per week. Three things. One, truth is not part of our system. Two, transparency is not part of our system. Number three, trust is not part of our system. And any society, then three things, then they're absent.
Well,
every day now,
let I define for you the reason why truth is not available in our community. Because of this very caste system.
Who side and they bully people, truth not they.
Hey, brother, because your truth is not my truth. Because when you talk about truth, truth corresponds with your reality. Your reality where they upline, not so the reality for them and where they free to. So waiting una they holler about they are not interested. You see, when they look at them in the if you look at the definition of truth, truth always correspond with the reality. Yeah. And everybody in reality gets some kind of variance.
But because we all get different class levels.
Yes. If we come together, what would then at school? You're not a teacher. Then teach we how to do averages for divide and find the mean. While they do that, now forget a commonality factor where everybody they feel part of the sum. So if now 5, then divide them by 5. If now 4, then divide them by 4. Then divide and then find the mean. That mean it is the sum total of una all way in the country. West Sierra Leone, they do that. Then just they decide, say, this thing, and then camera, and then get cheap tendency, and then for benefit. But let me tell you something. people already know it's happening, but they're not able to apply it. A young man did a video where you play for me, where they talk about the plane way for Ghana, Sierra Leone. He said, that plane they not pass the necessary test. If they want to run a Sierra Leone, the first fly where they fly, if I care all the minister, then go, Mara be anywhere and the picking them. What's in they tell you now the car system? The people and we feel say them better pass. We went out for Kanka, sit up and broke a plane with Fiba Wilbaro or Molanke. For let Ikanka scatter win at streets. He said, make them first test them. What in they tell you? Now, what in would they talk now? From the word go, we not believe the system. We not get faith in the system. If we trust the system, do you think that young man for make that question there? If people don't trust the system, none of us trust each other.
The trust factor, we get to be careful how they deal with them.
Okay, come on in, sir.
Because we get for us, what thing they make people not trust the system. Trust not to by force, just like respect not to by force. Respect and trust not the way they earn. A currency. If you don't work to earn it, you'll never get it. My being here, being respected or being honored, not means would I ever they give me that honor, get respect for me or trust me. It may be a hypocrite, then they make. So when they talk about trust, we have to be very careful. Because what you do, the definition of trust or the use of trust, it is vary according to the need of the person where they try for make it get that trust. Okay? I hope you understand the direction.
Really?
Some people can fake for make you trust them when they are not trustworthy. And why I take this line, in societies where things not a function, it's very easy for crooks for come together, then create some show. We're going to make people then feel say they are the best, then trust them. Then when they get into power, then show them real color. 2019, may you been there, where them be they talk about rest in Dia one. What was so?
Yes.
From Kamakuye to waiting.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, we have a three-paragraph statement here. This
From
a joint
Kamakuye to
statement.
Usai, we not get rest for it. Yes. Not to this be one show really. Then we see them sing and dance. Now, I want to let you connect this with this issue of trust what they talk about. There was mass support because people had the belief that rest don't dare, things are hard, it's unbearable, so they took to the street singing, Tolombo Nogosilaya. That's where trust has been misused. Are you with me?
I'm hearing you clear, loud and clear.
That's where trust has been misused. What do they see today? Has that trust been achieved? Have we enjoyed anything from that trust?
Well, and not be seen as trust, as seen
It is trust. It is.
I
I don't want
they
to argue with that. It is trust. The
on the one hand,
people we are given a picture that I can do better. They put their trust. It is trust. Now I make a tell you say trust. I begin for tell you say trust. Trust is not a fixed factor.
I get
What
your
do you
point. I understand
trust
that the
trust?
application, now in and not quiet. Because you know for say we society is split in a partisan way. I don't care.
Everybody is elected based on trust, mister. I don't care whether the person vote because of party or a vote because of tribe. It a vote out of trust for the person we vote for. Now I make in electioneering, then get two systems of voting.
Mhm.
You get the egocentric, then you get the I call a sociotropic system of voting. Okay?
Mhm.
Trust is always at the center when people take decisions at polling. Now I make a caution you about the use of the word trust.
Because we have a system when they work.
Whether they work or not, what thing are they tell you so they operate in a Sierra Leone? Mister, not to come and pass how they talk now.
Mm-hmm.
What are they talk so they operate in a Sierra Leone? In Sierra Leone, more people vote for the egocentric reason.
That is clear. they
Want to
vote.
call on tribal reason? You want to call on partisan reason?
Yep.
You want to call and say na fumble or na friend, but na the egocentric reason with
The
the
same
vote.
principle. The same principle. Yep.
Whereas in other societies, people and they put their trust for vote for the sociotropic reason. That is, what did I expect this person for can do? How he go do and we go change lives for we all.
It will affect the society in a positive way.
So for say we system they work. Now we don't understand we system. We want for anglicize or westernize the system. Then at the same time, in our heads, we are cultural apartheidists.
Well,
I'm a culture with a pancos.
and now you don't come inside the real problem. Now you don't. Now they
say, wait for me.
Yes.
Wait for me.
Now you don't come inside the gravy. Because Sierra Leoneans, how we do so? We neither Eurocentric, we not Afrocentric. We don't know how we do mix up.
Me I know sad you. If you not know me know sad.
All count a rope. We talk about the norm. We talk about can we don't take our
If you not know sad, they me I know sad.
Because
blame God in that case.
You know, when you talk with your copy Sierra Leonean, you know, how many Sierra Leonean they gonna host a play for you traditional salon music? They tell you about jazz. Almost Sierra Leonean where somebody they can visit. When a non-Sierra Leonean, we're not gonna try for cook something Sierra Leonean for impress that person. They want try for impress the person with an European dish. You go be Catholic, but you cannot be Catholic than the Pope. And funnily, now when you give the person something alien, something completely different.
On a Minister of Information, we don't say things have been waiting since the Pope was altar boy. I don't know if you hear that speech.
Okay. When I make with you, we did so. When I make with you, we did so.
Go ahead.
What do you know? Until Africa able conceptualize waiting Africa is, waiting our root. Because you see, a sweet fruit always based by how deep that root they go. But we now, you hear everybody in Sierra Leone, they talk about grassroots. Though I not say now a figure of speech. But why do you want to keep being a grass? You know, for be tree or shrub. And you know, even say you want for big grass, you want for big grassy roots. That you geotropism, you there under the ground. You know, they even see light. So no wonder they treat you, they already treat you. You know, some of them terms they already use, idiom or not. We got to be very careful with them. Because if you notice what we do in Sierra Leone, where you mass dog excrement, you defend grass for go whip you have back. And that is exactly how they treat you. That's how they are treating the Sierra Leonean people. They're not sensitive about their needs at all.
You're right for saying we they misuse them terms then they. Because the word grassroots actually not refer to the people. It refer to a baseline.
Yes.
Every society get grassroots. England get grassroots.
Mm-hmm.
America get grassroots. Norway get grassroots. It refer to a baseline, and it not necessarily means that the people the way they now disadvantaged and poor people. But they are down there and they form the foundation that has to be taken care of for make things grow. You see, all them here, they misinterpret them because of we caste system.
Caste, yep.
We caste system not they recognize the fact say, as below so is above, as above so is below. As within so is without, as without so is within. They not get that system, they not get that mentality. We caste system na linear system, vertically linear. It's not even horizontal, it's vertically linear.
But you see the
You are down there, I am up here.
Yeah, how they look at things. Because in biology, the most important parts by the plants are the roots. Without the roots, the plants they die.
In fact, if the soil not there, nothing not they grow.
Nothing not they grow. But you find out for say then they use that literally. So we are below, we are not seen, and we should not be hard.
Cultural apartheid system.
Yeah.
That straight line where they go top bottom.
Yeah.
And not even they horizontal.
That explains that very well.
In any situation where an horizontal factor they exist, then they try for eliminate them. You don't talk about to them.
Mm-hmm.
Say the Solomon only the scientist when he camp and chieftaincy.
Yeah.
Where horizontal situation exists, and then they diffuse them.
Mm-hmm.
Because the mentality not allow for horizontal. In families, we don't see brother and sisters they fight.
Yeah, you don't mean you brother all you
rather than they unite for build what in and papa and mama be left, then they fight themselves. Yeah. Because that horizontal mentality not they exist between.
When I don't be brother, you don't call Ankoto. You don't call Antara. As chieftaincy council, my name call and go. As chieftaincy council, all of a sudden that man who they call go. They begin to pass gossip about and say, your mama cheat on you, papa. Something not get nothing to do with you. The power born in Peking, not exactly Peking, he accept him as his son. But because you want power, you say you brother, not to a true son of. In fact, the other word that they can use, mean a true son of the soil. Who are they not a true son of the soil? Then plants will all live in the country.
Now, in the way not a son of the soil, it come up space for them.
You know, some words and we got to look them very deep, critically, just like what you can say. I mean, some people like if you say, me and you not Christmas. Because I don't find out for say, we they use words them loosely. Yes, we are allowed to use idiomatic expression, but are we using them the right way in our country? I don't feel to say we're sensitive or able to understand what it mean. Because, like, for instance, when you talk for say, what in they glue people in together, that is a metaphor. Now, a figure of speech. What in they glue it together? What in they glue people in together? Now, love, traditions, culture,
trust
is
part of it.
Trust. These are the things that hold us together. But they use the word glue because that word where they show us being.
What's happening with this man? My friend, you are dark. What happened? Put your device off and on again. Hello? Okay, we co-host don't left with us, he go come back. But to continue from where he left off, we caste system get a lot for do with what's wrong now with society. We caste system, it don't create so many troubles for we, but we not see them because to us, that system is normal. What do they look as normal? Now they create all the abnormalities where they suffer today. Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead from where you stop.
You know, well, you don't talk about abnormality. Abnormality don't turn we Kenya. And people are still want to live on them.
You know, it's Kenya, me na full man. It's a bit what you can make, not to so that means who they make.
Yep. You know, well, even that one they safe. Even that one they safe. Where you can hear some people they can talk. I'm glad the way bring this full at talk. Well, you know the caste system. And full man and Guinea and come out. Who told you so? Who told you we don't have indigenous full Sierra Leoneans? Who told
you? Meet me great grandpa na salon. I begin tell them now.
We don't get governor in Sierra Leone. We don't get a governor in Sierra Leone when a fuller. Almost every ruling chieftaincy house in Sierra Leone get full of blood. Chief Dura get full of blood. Then Kaikai they get full of blood. Then Masako they get full of blood. We can go on and on and on. Even me when they talk now, so I get full of blood. So when they talk about this fuller, they go for drive baku fuller demo because the fuller they are doubt if fuller man not pass.
They are able to drive them or Sunday now they get for drive some people.
Exactly.
I get for drive baku people na free tongue.
That this not the caste system. People they can just come out because fuller man, so then be that then be very Islamic and very much nomadic. When they're nomadic, then they travel. Just like how you get a gypsy in Europe, so then they look low upon them. But not to all Fulaman be turned, so some Fulaman and be scholar, serious Arabic scholar, landed muftis, revered, respected all over the world. In fact, one of the biggest tribes now across Africa are the Fula.
One day we go kind of argue the history of the Fulani and why some of we people them became nomadic. I know that history. I met it written down in the home that I grew up. Because my great-grandfather educated himself and he wrote a lot of articles.
A lot of people they call Fulaton African. I don't see na Fulaman and Medina, Fulaman and Medina.
I've been worried.
They bring the bike cow them. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know nothing about their own country. They don't get a clue. Usai Salon begin? Usai Salon they now? The demographic changes and what don't take place? Like Bont Island, where they say na Shebra, they now be team in the place. It don't change now to Shebra. But then still
then they use Timney title there for them.
And then still gets the Timney Heritage Day.
Even woman where they state house, he gets Timney name. Woni
Bio.
Woni.
In a mother, first in a mother, what's in a mother for me? The mother mean grandpa. When they say Woni, that grandpa we don't say.
Well, I make it wicked so.
In that area, they get people like the Bengali there. They get the Bengali. Bengali na so name. The name
are wicked because you don't take the friend no for going again.
Now you the me idea, Ambog. Are you commenting the amount?
Right.
You know, but these are all things that look little, but are things them. If people understand them, it helps for bring we come together. It
Yeah.
helps for dilute this caste system. Because we can hear them. I get one video audio where I get for bring where one man they talk. Now them bring them APC, now them bring them Fulaman and Ghana Britain. Before 1885, where they divide Africa. So man go get Watana Sansai, where they divide Africa, left on the other side.
Yeah.
You not come back. So man he brother they Guinea, so man he uncle in Sierra Leone. That's how it has been. And I saw it be back in other country there. But the funny thing is, Fulani are one of the biggest tribes in Africa. Then they Nigeria, then they Ghana, then they Upper Volta, which is
Then they take South Africa.
Central
like
Africa. They are everywhere across. Even
Fula
Egypt,
and Madingo, then they all over Africa. Yeah?
even Egypt.
I want to let you know that Fula and
People are
Madingo.
making the talk that what they I feel to say they really get to go and understand what in and call Fula. And I not sabi any tribe, na Sierra Leone, where the bilingual rich Fula man, they have a very bad accent when they talk any language. But I know Fula people when they talk 5 languages, me granny they talk 5 languages. 5.
The DNA of travel, because that anybody who they travel if I talk about good language.
Me granny they talk Timni, they talk Loco, they talk Fula, they talk Creole. Sabi Arabic.
Now the DNA of traveling, and they cause that.
We get one pan about town, Pagale. Now me the big brain at the area. They talk Patois French, they talk real French. They talk Minde, they talk Chimney. Any side way go do business, they married, they born picking and they.
That's common with the men.
You know, so these are all things that what we for know, wait for help for bring we come together. But rather, we are stuck in the very, very old way. Like, for instance, I mean, they talked to somebody the other day where they talk for, say, Kutubu, I mean, their name. That's not to mean their name. Kutubu.
Afula.
Kutubu, no, Kutubu in Arabic. Kutubu mean Kutubu,
Afula.
mean book. It mean book.
Nafula man gira name de.
The
Na
name,
title as a matter of fact.
Kutubu mean book by Arabic.
Yeah. But Nafula, na title. When you don't tafsir.
You don't tafsir the Quran. That means to say you don't wait it. But you see, the thing is, these little things we say little, they are not little. But if you are Afrocentric,
they are little because little drops of water makes the mighty ocean. They are little.
Instead,
little drops of organisms in our body that we call cell is what make me and you.
Yeah.
What do we need for make people they understand this? Whatever you think is little is where the power is.
That's the power. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Whatever you think is little, pay attention to them. Now they the power there. If you want to do business for make profit, that way look at small thing when all you see say infinitesimal, you not get much for offer you, maybe that's where the profit is.
Besides the Vicinicus, whose doctor ever come out in Sierra Leone where discover something? Because now waiting we can talk about now the kind of education we then give for will be houseboy, for will be servant. Go what start pot. Because they're not even train you for think, then they train you for do errand. You're not errand boy. Go what sport, go what span. So then they teach we about Napoleon Bonaparte, then teach me about the Russian Revolution, the American Revolution. They even teach me about Boston Tea Party. Man will not come to America. Nobody want to know if I go America. But guess what? We are containers. We're full up with jati. We not get no meaning to we. If you talk to Africa man, he go coach all kinds of for you. But all waiting in land, not meaningful to them. This is the reason why Africa is behind.
A meaningful, the only thing is not beneficial to them.
But this is what I'm talking about.
You know to make a meaningful? When you grow up, the first thing they can I mind now for run away na your homeland, can't sit down to the one they go drag na head. That's the meaning you have out of life.
Precisely.
And that meaning they misuse them. Now they talk about diaspora and home base. For God's sake, why should we be proud of being JC? Tell me.
You know,
Imran.
when we they grow up, who then call GC, they call them Joskam, and then with man, and then call them John Bull. That's what we call them in those days, then John Bull. So now all of a sudden, we run away, we are in bondage. But in as much as we are in bondage, because we are not with man land, we have been brainwashed for belief, say anything white, superior. So now we are the superior Sierra Leoneans. So we have to have a place different to the others. In fact, to an extent, even this political debate we get, one of the most toxic people, a group of people that we think, but now we're not the diaspora.
Now we spoil Sierra Leone
Because
right
now we get a caste system past anybody. So man,
we spoil Sierra Leone right now. Love face that fact.
Of course. Most of the people in the cabinet, then and the opposition.
From 2002 to now, all the people that have gone to Sierra Leone to be part of the government from the diaspora, they've performed woefully. Woefully.
I feel to say they get for make a system when we don't school.
No, then nobody not get for make them, Mr. Toure.
Now we get for make them.
Now we get for make them.
We get for make a system.
If we sell the elephant to Madabio, you know they make.
We get for
if Madabio come out, they will say the next man will come for make, I know they make. Now we all for Sidom, we decide. And some of we, part of what they try for make them, now they do so. Come and sensitize people and say, this is the root problem. How do we change it? And at that make they say, let them call, let we discuss.
Where you go school now, both school. Where you done school, then say you're gonna come here. You go do community service for 6 months. Where you come out school na Cambia, then send you na Kailang. You go do community service na Kailang for 6 months. By the time when we all do that, what we done, we realize for say we have more things that bind us together than divide us.
Now you just come with something where I want going to. Sometime around 2011, 2012, there was active discussions between me and the then Commissioner of Youth, somebody where I relate to.
Mm-hmm.
We discussed over and over, say this youth commission for try to form national youth service, etc., etc. And by the grace of God, he did everything possible to have that institution established, National Youth Service.
Mm-hmm.
Because this way he talks so, that National Youth Service for be one vessel for do that.
Yeah.
And the National Youth Service for be something where person left school, before even they enter university, if I don't serve now the National Youth Service, if I be part of the qualification for, for enter university.
Yes.
Because within that period, if we say, okay, 2 years of National Youth Service, you born na Kailang, then send you Cambia 1 year. The next year, then send you Koinadugu. Or, let's say, you get 24 months, not so?
Yeah.
Every 6 months, then put you in a one linguistic environment. First time, maybe then bring you Freetown 6 months. After that, then can you go Putloko or Cambia 6 months. After that, then can you go Koinadugu 6 months. You're not going to know the whole of Sierra Leone, but they give you a picture of what Sierra Leone looks like. And within then 6 months, then they make friends within them different areas.
Yep.
Then they
Mm-hmm.
we go be maybe lifelong friends.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you
All
go
that
you
is
life
foster
partner.
national unity.
Defend your life partner through that way.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. All that is foster national unity. But from all this government campus, then they see then say youth service graduation. And what did I see? They had military uniform. It's not about militarization.
But that is even the wrong thing.
If we want to militarize Sierra Leone, let's make them a national law, say everybody we just done school, we no waiting self if we join the military. Because that's a law in Norway. It's a law in Norway. Except you get medical reason or some other excuse, if you join the military and serve minimum 1 year. All that they go as part of qualification for enter university. Okay? The National Youth Service then get an IR. But the way then they do an IR is different from we. Then get several aspects of them. Other one for be mountaineer, you get the group the way they join. Other one for land body culture, you get the group where they join. Other one land for fishing, you get the group where they join. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Then they get inter-country youth group, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, where then can they 6 months, 1 year together. All that they bring the people then together. All that they bring we together. And then here, for they pay attention to. And when then they go parenting and they, not only for go sit on day, for go learn how for drink duvui or klakunde or whatever. Then for teach them the basic culture, the basic history, that they use that for make them understand, say, our system is operating this way because of this reason. Maybe we may need to modernize because of this reason. When you do that, you don't begin create national consciousness. I think we have a call. Let me take this call.
Okay.
Hello? 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 When you do that, you don't begin create national consciousness. Hello? Hello? Yeah, how are you, sir?
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yes, sir, how are you?
Hello.
Yeah, you know they hearing me?
Yeah, they hear you.
Miss F, they hear you clearly. Go
I
ahead,
hear
sir.
you. I don't know if you hear me.
Are they hearing you clearly? Go
Loud
ahead.
and clear.
Loud and
Hello?
clear. Yes, we they hear you.
Okay. Well, good evening, and thank you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Mr. Jallo, say, me na a very strong fan of you in terms of the conversation where you bring at the national, table. Then they ask everyone call who I invite call, but me, I give me routine what they do. I not been done it.
Okay.
I be do me exercise, and then I see what by the time I did done.
This now, Mr. Fode Musa.
So I did listen to Una, even though I did do anything I use. This conversation, I'm glad the other time, because me, I get just a small observation where I observe small, where me, I look like, I go on for make we stay off the angle, particularly where you come mention APC issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a reason why I say that, because when an argument they take place, like when the fight is happening within the political party, you get this way they believe in this person, you get the other person you go believe the other one. And they talk about this issue about Samura and tripartite and whatever. I don't know if now aware say Madabio did not win an election, but now the laws of Sierra Leone now make Madabio and president, now make it be a president this second term. So why they everyone at the talk say they know they help Samura defeat or then they do so or whatever? It look confused me small because even Imran T, why I'm not going to get him audio them, I feel bad because a very educative person will they give me. But today it make me look like I look small, see. Well, I don't know about the laws of Sierra Leone where makes Madabio a president. Because now the talk say the fight for continue. Where Mother build any side and go during that conversation, then he talk say this we do according to the laws of Sierra Leone, because they know they say the laws of Sierra Leone in favor of the president. So where the law favor the president, what do they do? Now they appoint everybody, all the people are working on his behalf. Now they pay them, if they don't perform, he pull and commode, he put other person. So if Samora go into these negotiations, when they go to these negotiations, then you want them every time. Then the SLP they talk say, we know they have for can do a rerun. We they have for can make laws electoral reforms. Then they remind every day, yes, the agreement where the government signed, it been bad for the government. So if the APC for don't put their foot down for that negotiations, therefore don't get the upper hand. But according to them, they say Samura Nine say made them sign, made them go this way, nine fella. Okay, why won't I talk to about Samura? Let Samura come and talk to the public. Because they don't make all the allegations there against you when you people are in the same group and you don't talk nothing. I mean say they will look like say what the guy they talk not true. And if not true, say now you tell them, say, okay, when I forget about the result. Because let me tell you now, even on the Public Election Act where they signed, 2022, they say not no more than 7 days when they talk about for challenge the result too. They say any Sierra Leonean can challenge the result at any time.
Other people can get for call.
So let's say them be fet, them pull the result then they. Anybody can challenge those results. Now image the SLPP they stand say they know they open that result. Do you have now give me just 2 more minutes I'll finish this point because you don't think what they want to talk about this thing. So then they always the talk say, okay, we don't show this result because they know say the APC they know side and mass. Say if they open the result there is another way for challenge the result because they did it Public Election Act. Say, una do una find that document una say did it. See, any Sierra Leonean can challenge the result at any time, not to number 7 days when they put by the constitution. So then they know say they no go pull the result there. So why even when the people they withdraw, they stop the negotiation. They say that someone I can't tell them back say una go continue, una finish the electoral reforms. We'll come for the results later. And the government always talk say, where you see them do the thing then give the electoral reforms, they don't do the thing. Thing don't do as long as they don't go have one to the president. Say una go sign anything and they una go hand over give the president. And the same man say now he fight for electoral justice. Okay, but we're not telling about who side they care about this electoral justice. Now who side? Then get for come back for come form a tripartite. And who side? You want to tell me that matter be the bull himself come on office? You know go do him. Because now the benefactor. You know they do him. So when I talk them like say the people in the gang up against someone says they get a part for play on this. Because in aware say if he sign that document, it matter be all what he wants. First of all, he wants like APC they go to parliament and you want that document. Even the ambassador way the US ambassador always talk and say na electoral reforms then they go for. And when see matter be whole that book for electoral reforms, una feel say he go hand over power or he go pull himself come on an office. He will not do that. So I go just one more we look at the other way, say if Samura would in the talk say he do a fight, why not be so explicit for make it tell we which way he want fight so that we understand who side this fight get for go. People then go stand behind and now. Or he come back, he can't talk say, what they will talk say, because then first then even the account talk say, there's in say make them start with the results. Now Samura say no, una just do the reform. But then talk and say, let's start with the result because the result is very key to the election. So if they don't do all this here, so a result, they don't touch the result, and then when I don't go sign the document in the electoral reform, like other people need be one time, and now you come say it affect the electoral just do ya, make una self help we understand if una know who side this faith get for go, how they go fit the laws of Salon talk say Kone now in the announce election winner would win the election, now in organize. And they say it organize, it announce result, summary, it did it back of result. So if not then get the opportunity for go, they write, sign a document, where government sign a document, then they examine the result they are. And then they make a recommendation. Una come up and that negotiation, una don't make the examine the result they are. Una get for blame. So now that time we want put now this, I hope you understand my point. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. I go answer.
You go first, yeah.
You see, the issue within the business, Leone, I make a talk, I bring this topic up. And I want for caution Sierra Leoneans. nothing is achieved where there is emotions involved. One of the crises in Sierra Leone, we too emotional, so they lost sight of the rationality.
Emotional immaturity. Serious problem.
Whatever we say, the focus is not supposed to be about Mother Bill. It's about the government of Sierra Leone and electoral processes that have been done badly. And I believe, say, if the international community not been consent about that, they're not been for allow the formation of the tripartite. As a matter of fact, me na one person from the beginning, I say the tripartite get for come to zero. 1 or 2 term, people wala discuss them. I say I know they discuss them. Not because I've been contemptuous, but because I knew how we get for play out. And I know other things them where I know they're at liberty for discuss publicly, not because of fear, but because I don't want to be taken to be a conspiracy theorist where they happen. I know all the double games there where they play. But the fact still remains that the APC has a right to ask for electoral justice. What didn't spoil the whole thing, people within the APC then engage in self-sabotage for reasons best known to themselves.
Exactly.
It would have been the wisest move at this point in time for make the all day behind Samura, then put pressure and get the processes of electoral justice started. But at the same time, Samura made a lot of categorical mistakes. One, he was not consistent enough about what he want. 2, he was not clear about how he want them. 3, he seemed not to understand the weight of what in the effect, and he seemed for being putting hope and trust at the wrong places. But again, that is where the caste system comes in. Samura had always believed that those people out there at the top will be his best friends and the best people for fet this fet with. And those are the people who are using him like a marionette. He was put up to fail. And he has failed. He did something for himself that he does not know the value of. From 2018 to 2023, he built a political base for himself. And at that political base, he been for use by this fet, but he not use them. Now, certain groups feel say if they allow him for activate the political base, it will be to their detriment. Now they hear all kind of propaganda and talks, they point at Samura being dishonest. But all of them are dishonest. All of them. There is no clean man in this whole thing on both sides, the SLPP, the APC. There is no clean side. They've all been dishonest to the people of Sierra Leone. They've all been dishonest to the Constitution, Chapter 2, which states sovereignty belongs to the people. All of them have been party to a political coup against the people of Sierra Leone. But there is a way forward. The only thing is, we cast mentality, not they allow the way forward for work. Because we cast mentality, it creates a situation, who say some of we they talk, then I will left that man, what he thinks say sabi. All right, I'm not sabi nothing. But by the grace of God, when the sabi go reach you size sabi reach, we go see who that go run for ask for help. It's a whole catch-22 situation where all the players them were involved, they not even understand the implication of what thing they do. They think they are smart. They are not. They are not. And they make a lot of blunders. We get for count against them. And there's a singular factor behind this whole thing. All of them are focused on one thing. Let me make my way. Let me make my name so that I'll be party to the exploitation of the resources of Sierra Leone. We know Tonkolili, Sula Mountain deposits, offshore oil. Now I bring all this jati, go to Ratao, they be in Sierra Leone. Now I don't bring all them costs and fat inside the political parties them. I come up from a ruling house, so now we for benefit from this. Who is Samura? They are using the caste system against him. I want him to know that. He's not from a ruling house. They put him forward to fail. It's cultural apartheid at its best in Sierra Leone. And this cultural apartheid, they against the people of Sierra Leone. Because it's a few people trying to get their hands deep on the resources of Sierra Leone. And they have international players conniving with them. I'm not at liberty to discuss that because I don't want to be seen as a conspiracy theorist. But anybody say electoral justice not to be part of the negotiation, and they tell the person, say, you don't even know what you're saying. It was. And it was said on the day when the speech making was done at State House. For them, they deliver the report. Go ahead, sir. Wait on, I go play the tape.
Mr. Musa, good evening, sir.
No, don't address Mr. Musa, sir, please.
No, na in call.
Yes, but don't address him. Address the issue. He has expressed an issue.
Yes, he has. But he said hello. I'm going to say hello back to him. Just let me be, please. You know, where the gentleman talk, it just showed the divide where we get at the country straight away. Because from where he came in, you can see he's reading from a completely different script.
Not he has the right to that. That's his democracy.
He's entitled to that. But please wait me, let me learn. I beg. Maybe they talk, I don't interrupt. I have something fundamentally wrong with how it come across. This thing will happen in our country. It not get nothing for do with Mother Bill, neither it not get nothing for do with Samura. This is our democracy, and other than get democracy, the word democracy, not to America make a move. Democracy don't happen for thousands of years. America not there alive. America no exists. The word democracy come from the Greek. Now a thing when the Greek them construct, what in it mean? Power to the people. Demo means power, kratos, people. And as me co-presenter, make it clear. And make a talk for say with scripts then different. Scripts can be different, but certain scripts then they get for they in unison. One would then call the Constitution. Chapter 2, he say with clarity, sovereignty belongs to us. Then I go tell you, say, let you go back like this same Constitution, because I don't know whose Constitution you they refer to. Chapter 13, we talk about the duties of the citizen. Say we get for put the ideals of the Constitution into waiting we want them for be. Now we responsibility, not on Samura, irresponsibility. You have one vote, I have one vote. Samura get one vote, Marabi you get one vote.
There is no one person in the democracy who gets more than one vote. One man, one vote. We voted. And that constitution there, section 13 said they get institutions them where the constitution give mandate where one of them are ECSL. Waiting at the rule. They were supposed to facilitate the electoral processes, manage them, and read the results, publish them, and gazette them. They're not doing. Then go against the constitution. Where you, Mr. Musa, it is your responsibility and my responsibility for hold them to account for that. Not a samurai job. And one thing they way a lot of Sierra Leoneans and they do where they worry me. Samurai not speak. In democracy, you get three components. You get accountability, you get transparency, they get people's engagement. If you're not a politician, you get to engage with the people because that's what democracy is about. The people are always at the center. But when you talk about accusation, it is different. If you accuse, if I come out now, I accuse Mr. Jallo, say it if me fall. Mr. Jallo, no get.
And go believe becoming a fuller man with a tip.
I didn't know this is the trouble about me thoughts.
Right.
Immediately, I accuse Mr. Jallo. Mr. Jallo, according to the kind of legal rules that they practice, he gets the right not for answer you because in the rule of law, you when they make the accusation, the burden of proof, now you get them. Until you prove, say, Mr. Jallo, if you fall, you get evidence where you produce. Mr. Jallo not get for say nothing. He not get for argue with you. He not get for say nothing. Pass if he wants, he can't go to court for defamating his character. But in reality, in the British law, where we get Sierra Leone, if they say Samura don't sell, Samura don't this, where they prove? There is no one person in Sierra Leone who don't pull a tangible proof say Samura don't sell. Maybe if they don't do that, Samura for don't answer. Look, Samura is not the average Sierra Leonean where just flippant, where just they talk like he gets a diarrhea. I think one of the problems we una get with Samura is too smart for una. And people are way smart, then they listen more than they talk. Una don't accuse them. All them things they already don't accuse them of. Where are the evidences? And it is not for him to come begin a running mouth for tell una in your own position. No, you were accused. Will you prove? Then say he and the wife then go 2 o'clock morning. A gentleman like Samura, now they drive 2 o'clock in the morning. He wife the driver incident behind. Where wife in England, Indian and Sierra Leone. I don't know how they deduce that. It's all propaganda. But for make mature adults then so gullible that anything where they hear, you know, they ask questions. They just the follow. So what thing I want to say to me brother and many other people them where they listen, where they of this belief. What thing happen at Salo, not get nothing for do with Madabio, not get nothing for do with APC, SLPP, Samura. Maybe some of these people might end up being a beneficiary. But in reality, the people that were disenfranchised. Now the population of Sierra Leone, that is the people where sovereignty belongs to, where come out to go vote. Where you vote for change. Vote is a petition. They make a petition, say they want change. But waiting and vote for, don't even give them. Because Sierra Leone, that is the history. Anybody where they come, can stand for any kind of political position. When they come, then they come with this cliche, with the camp for change. But when you see them inside, the very first thing when they change, they change when they say then they can't change. And what he make them they do that now because people like Unade, where they assist them. We get elections, we not get results. You say we they go against the law. The law make them clear. Then give mandates to ECSL. For let them give you results, they not give you results. Nobody know all ECSL responsible. Paul Samura, na all man the whole. Mr. Musa, with all the book where you learn, with all the exposure where you get, you know all you compete Minde man because you're not Minde man. And now this now the divisive politics where we get. If me not team man do bad, I take Jojo Lapa bambaram. Once not team man, now me brother, you know they do wrong. Nyandi mia. But because Kone na Minde man.
Kone is not Mende, it's
Konyaka, but Mende, he see himself as Mende. He see himself as Mende. Let's face it. We all know say Kone them. Kone, Kane, Kalong. These are all Konyaka names. They are not Mende, but they are Mendes. That's how they see themselves. Anyway, Kini Musa, I don't feel say you correct in this case. The law and way you they talk about and the law and way we talk about. See, a clear divergence.
You see, I want coming at this point because now let me come between you and Mr. Musa.
Not that I make a mess. I did.
Let we deal with the issues.
Now the issue I dealt with.
There are structural issues that Sierra Leoneans are not talking about because we can take the emotions put into the thing. Yes, the laws of Sierra Leone get clear outline on procedures to follow. But were those procedures followed before the results were announced?
No.
At the CAMSA.
I know. I just back you up here.
There is enough proof that elections counting was still going on at the time the results were announced. So where did they get those results from? There is enough proofs that a whole province was not counted before the results were announced. Where did they get the results from?
Mm-hmm.
You see, the reason why are they even involved in this argument now? Because in the beginning, when this thing started, Rachel Bangura then called me at a forum. Mohamed Bangura was there, a convoluted idiot. We don't know what it exists for. CSO Mambubin Dede, another one. Where he feels say the material world is what it's all about. Then you get Koromao, they call himself political lion goose. I don't see the whole thing. I said the best way forward for Sierra Leone for me to get a national unity government. We're not going to involve Madabio, we're not going to involve Samura Kamara. It's going to involve people them. We not get political interest. Then give them terms of reference and a mandate for review certain institutional capacity, review certain legal documents, etc. Then give them a mandate of 24 to 36 months, after which, then for conduct elections, where Madabio and Samura for be eligible for contest. And within that period, then for don't make sure say everything connected with we grievance about we constitution, we electoral laws, etc., has been reviewed, discussed with the people, done at a referendum where there is need for a referendum, and accepted. That's not going to be. That was Mohamed Bangura. I say, okay, let's not talk now, because this guy is a convoluted fool. You see, the funny thing about Sierra Leone is they made sure they drove some of us out for them to destroy the nation. I always tell Unanaya, 1979, I took an oath that I would serve my country and build my country. I never had an intention of going into politics, but I just wanted to be of service to my country. But at some point, some of us became the enemies. Simple things then for do, we defend them very difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
Sierra Leone does not exist. Let we accept that. Sierra Leone is just a map.
It's a facade.
For create Sierra Leone, we get forget the institutional capacity, we get forget the mindset for make we come together and create what we go call Sierra Leone how we want them. And if we are going to talk about creating Sierra Leone, one of the primary things that we'll for look at with traditional leaders, them, the paramount chiefs and the ruling houses, how are we going to incorporate them into the political system without them being politicians? This present arrangement we'll get of members of parliament, including paramount chiefs, it is not working.
Where they work?
It don't make we chief them, then lost their status. Now they are handbags for politicians. If the chiefs really are to be chiefs, we forget a second chamber where they go day with other elders, Creole elders, other people that will not get paramount chief business, if we want to include the secret society leaders. But that house should not be a house for elections. It should be a house for appointment. And the appointment is going to come from within the people them. Now the chief them for appoint who that they want for go represent them. The society elders, the fraternity elders, now then they appoint who that they want for go help them, for go represent them. And then for make them a rotational is something. Most of them public appointments and things like this way than they do now, that a house they supposed for do them. Then we go get a system where they function.
And we balance.
But when some of who they talk now rubbish. And I want to say Leoneans they know. I have no intention of going into politics in Sierra Leone. I may advise where I need to advise. If you not listen, fine. If you not listen, so be it.
I just want to bring an historic account to back what you just seen here clearly. Do you know during the colonial days, where we get the governor, the paramount chief then gets the association, when I then voted against hot tax war. Baibure was just the chair of all the chiefs in Sierra Leone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people they talk about Baibure affects our day. No. And that war day, Mende chief left Mende line. Can't fit with Baibure. And the chief of
As a matter of fact, the war was fought basically na Mende line. Momoja and Bana Luis. Now then basically fought that war. Because the whole thing started when they were taken and molested by the Bandajuma frontier force.
Yes.
Now then the whole thing starts. By Buya in your involvement, now because he was the chief negotiator, so the British took advantage of that.
Chief association, because the chiefs then we get a union, then we tell them we get a house where all the chiefs and they meet, then they get regular meetings.
You see,
and they decide
another thing, if I know bring this point, another thing where I want to bring forward, because we always want let people and can do things for we. When foreigner come for do something for you, they want try for implement your system, they implement it wrongly. The British were aware that the chiefs had an association. They had a kind of unity. So what did they do? It was based on that they went up country, then go talk to this pa Nagbinti, Rasi, say we want to up in school. Then get an agreement. then send people around the country, then talk to the other paramount chiefs. Now the time they go up in school na Koema, they say for sons and wards of chiefs. Because the British felt if they use the chiefs to be in front, it will be in the best interest of the country, it will be in their own best interest. I want you listen carefully.
I listen. I'm listening.
Then by 1924, then can they say, okay, let's get a protectorate assembly where the chiefs then go, they come and take decision. Then we they introduce electioneering to them gradually. So the protectorate assembly was basically formed for the chiefs. But the point is, the British never understood the caste system where we get and the implications of using that method.
Exactly.
Now that one of the reasons where they would lead with all what would they pass with today. Samura Kamara is being seen as member of a lower caste. Last year,
it's not from the inside, not the status quo, not a part of it. And the
that is like in the beginning, I say, let's have a government of national unity. Because some of us understand the socio-psychological and cultural implications.
Exactly. The man where
Sierra Leone need for be Sierra Leone. So we have to have the people where if they may agree on the national unity government, we'll be for come with the issues they say, let we look at the cultural implications. Let we see how we can incorporate the paramount chiefs them, but without making them politicians. Let us see how we can incorporate lodgeman them, hunting man or German, this and that. Let they all go sit down one place and discuss.
Because
and let us give them certain mandate for make them be trustees of the
resources. They are all stakeholders. They are stakeholders in our communities. They get very
put them at the platform where they need for the. But Salol man sabi this book, this Western book. If we are not, I don't tell una say now brainwashing una go through.
Total brainwashing. Me man, look this thing what they talk about. So I even forget the man's name. Nyanga of Panguma. Nyanga of Panguma.
Nyagwa.
Yeah, it come out all the way from the line. It can't with so
we get a caller.
Then this
they
other
are
man,
all you set.
by Shebora Angbana.
Yes, go ahead.
Now they all let go.
Okay.
Get a smaller because I asked a question and obviously you want to answer the question.
Now your question are the answer, so I will pay attention, Mr. Musa.
No, I just
Mr. Musa.
I just a few points.
Mr. Musa, by the grace of God, I don't do this yesterday.
During the speech, yes, Mr. Area. But when you say electoral justice, what did that mean?
You go to school. You know what
elections. Then they make election, then count the votes them. All man know who that win. Now that I think say nine electoral justice.
No, it go beyond that,
okay.
Sir.
If we're not going to that gathering day, they don't give a document where talk say, then they go investigate the result. They already man say can't announce. Where everybody knows if they are fraud elections. And then when I come out day, when I know make sure when I see the result then day. Yes, this electoral justice where they mention now that speech which Samura mentioned. Who's they give for Kergo this talk now? I know you didn't answer that question then.
This talk not only for Mother Bio.
I talk about the Public Elections Act where Imran they talk say the laws about the constitution only mention NEC, ECSL. That means that they organize elections. But now the mandate when they get now through a parliamentary document when a Public Election Act.
Yes, but the constitution
not talk any side, who side and talk say the result where this man they can announce again for be disaggregated. They say a summary of the result. Everybody knows say the process where the people use is not correct. Well, according to the law.
But why do they argue? You don't say the process is not correct. Then why do they argue unnecessarily? They waste your time. If you're not correct, it is your duty, my duty, to hold them accountable. So why are you not holding them accountable?
Where the game, therefore, determine. I know say
you don't answer the question.
He broke a lot of laws. Me, where Imran the accuser, yeah, so if you know what they happen at the background, because me, I know they support political party, but what I be the two. I make sure say I talk to the people with the Ablukago where una see so. If you know the way how many times I talk with them, or make them go stop corner, make corner first of all, you know, register people them. And the law talks say when they register person, they just need a member of parliament or any authority in the area for can prove in age. Now they can't birth certificate them, they say na fake. It passed day. He said, let's say let them I mean exhibit the voter register
Now
for
the
2
whole
weeks.
process flawed.
For 4
We know
days.
that. We all
People
know
don't
that.
see the name. Now he say he count an app. Now he stop him. He don't broke another rule. He broke the rules them all the way through. Now they say therefore tabulate result them per district. So no na regional. He broke another rule. So maybe they tell him say if na not care going people in a court before they reach for that election, these people there's only going to be one outcome. So now that's what just add again. Do I want to answer because not to say people and just they try for blame somebody now. We want to know the justice now where they fight for now. We say they get for care and go. What's now the next step? Yes, we know say electoral justice was mentioned. What's now the next step?
But Musa,
So
now we
that
all
people
responsibility.
get
That's now
clear.
you
Yeah,
responsible.
As far as me concerned,
Responsibility now we
as
all
I know, left
Thank you very much, guys.
Imran. I know say you got so many.
now we all responsibility, Musa. Now we all get for come together. We engage
Mr.
together as a
Toure,
family.
Mr. Toure,
Yes, sir.
I have never said this before, and let me say it today. I am qualified to conduct elections. I am qualified to monitor elections. I did a whole course on democratization and electioneering. But I'm not in elect for talk about myself. All the crap what they go on as alone as Sabi. And I think I able to give some answers to that. When I called that PR system back, I came along, I said certain things. That time it's unfortunate that now Rachel Bangura, they call me and they talk, but they never took it seriously. You understand? Sierra Leone not they listen to knowledge, they're not they listen to wisdom.
Yeah, they're not interested. They don't want to change what we need.
We need a change in Sierra Leone, but the fact is, if we are going to correct it at this time, it has to be done on a platform of fair play.
Yep.
Otherwise, if we allow Julius Maada Bio for continue up to 2028, we don't set a precedence where they reaffirm and confirm cultural apartheid. And that's going to get long-term repercussions on the country. Now that makes some of who they talk about Amo. Otherwise, I have no business talking about it. Because Pikin, if you tell and say no put you on a fire, you know, listen, the fire put you on there. When the fire burn him, you go know what he mean. You understand?
Yep.
There is a way to control and correct this thing. But there is too much deception. There is too much dishonesty. Then there is too much impunity in the whole process.
Then three things that they will also for draw red line under them. Now they bang, 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 are the problem.
And who that's all this they come up from? Now the very APC party. Everything will go wrong now APC party responsible. Locally we get it we saying say if you pull a shopper you double not treat, then now you self you disgrace. Now
Exactly.
society you disgrace.
Exactly.
And this is what they have done to Samura. I am not supporting Samura. I'm not getting no business with Samura. I'm not getting that you are.
Now that's a lot of people now understand. It is not about Samura. It is not about APC. It is about the ordinary man. When I will rub two pennies together.
It's about APC. Let's say I'm straight. It's about APC. The APC has been very impudent, administratively impudent.
Reckless.
They undermine themselves.
Useless. Heartless. Insensitive.
They undermine themselves. And I'll tell you something. If they think that after all this charade, Julius Maada Bio go hand over power 2028, that's the biggest or longest pipe dream more than gets
And then I dream Kukuland. I dream paradise. Then
this whole thing should have been settled from day one, rather than what told them go sit down and been to money, they make peace talk. Now they tell them for say the only peace we want now get government of national unity.
Remember what we even
none of
challenged?
we are they come, sir, they come. None of we know they involved there. Because you see the other thing about the old politics in Sierra Leone, there are some few idiots who always want to be in the mix of things. If not to them, not enough will be done. When they don't mix up, box up all thing, now then they come back in the public, they can't give excuse and explanation. That's what the APC is doing to itself today. You went there as a team. You did what you had to do as a team. When I no can't tell you say, the OC somewhere, I know they behave properly. We all thing don't go kaput. Now one say na somewhere. Now all responsible, bro.
But they not give you evidence. So.
Now all shut up.
They not give you evidence.
They all shut up. They all responsible. They all clear.
Collective responsibility. Collective responsibility.
Don't get young bobo they will go direct how for do things properly.
That in other subjects for another day.
Now I say young bobo they not include the one they out there now. They all they go.
Because the one
so that nobody not begin gladiator. Don't begin to young bobo there.
So
we join a lucky for the outside they are lucky day.
So Congo Sabody there. You remember what we they talk from the beginning where all man be they go what we they tell them for see this tripartite here, not so APC and SLPP no more take part in the election. All other political parties should be included. That is part of the fundamental problem will take place on the whole process. You get past 13 parties and take part in elections. The elections go kaput, it go wrong. Then you only call 2. Yes, we not say the 2 main party them, now APC and SLPP. Then all the other parties then put together, now get together. But in as much as whether now gets together, they still have the same right to participate. But did they? No. Now all of the caste system, they're small, they're insignificant, they're not for the year. So if they begin to do anything, now APC and SLPP for the benefits, then you will find out for say people are not going to still trust the system because the system not inclusive. We always want to say that. You don't forget. But the thing is,
I decided to talk about this today, not because I want to talk about it, but now because they talk about Sierra Leone falling apart.
It is.
And I would advise we put aside emotions, let we examine the issues. One of the things we Western education not do for we in Sierra Leone, not allow we for things straight. Because then train we for be yes men. Now I make we like for run Canada the diaspora for can't drive.
Errand boys.
Inside we country, we get all things they will not able to drive there because we are not trained to think critically.
What is the slogan I can always pull now with platform now? I say, Uda not the reason. Not go ever be reasonable. We get too many people that will not the reason that we country that they expect therefore able for reason. They cannot be reasonable. Then behavior can never be reasonable. When you talk about person where responsible, now person where they respond to things and where they happen now in our environment around una. Then they call adaptation. Then make you get job description. You get for do that job, they get for respond to those jobs that are in that are described there.
You see, we get a fundamental crisis in Sierra Leone where we need for look at. But we emotions not they allow we for sit down and look at the issues there. First, we get for define what in a Sierra Leone. Second, we get for ask how we want for see Sierra Leone. And how we want for Sierra Leone should not include physical structures. It will include social, cultural, and other structures we will need for get in place so that we go bond as a people. Because that's what fundamentally is absent, and that's what fundamentally is leading us to stagnation and stagflation. And that's what fundamentally has eaten into our political institutions and political parties. APC, they are infighting. SLPP, they are infighting. NGC, they are in oblivion and they limbo. The other political parties, them, God knows what.
Get together, I'll call them.
Because we not look at the issues them way not and they affect we. We only they look at how do we make this physical thing appear.
You know,
We get for change.
I'm glad the way you talk about this.
And change get for involve the mental.
Obviously.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
This thing where you talk about emotional, people get emotions. I read one book where I feel to say that book it's spot on. It talk about the difference between the emotions them what we get. Emotion and thing natural. Everybody get emotions. But you get mature emotions and you get emotional immaturity. Our problem as Sierra Leone, emotional immaturity.
I not agree with Dandy.
I go send the book to you.
Now, I not agree with that definition. That's from a foreign outlook. Our problem in Sierra Leone is mistrust. Where there is mistrust, always the emotion they come forward. And mistrust. And that mistrust come up from a long history. This caste system who they talk about, that creates that mistrust. Even this thing called witchcraft, now a product of that mistrust. When people have reached the point where they can no longer assure their own security, then they go up and dubious activities where the other side they misinterpret. If I not say Imran they can attack me and not get nothing for defend myself, I can go tie up by myself and say, well, myself get juju. Maybe something happen, I able is Imran. They say, oh, that man in juju don't fit. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It is a psychological situation. I'm not like for going to the issues here. The people are not see say not too much of academic stuff that they deal with. Witchcraft, now a product of the caste system will get. And it affects with society. I wonder you understand one thing. Even with women, with caste system, they affect them deeply. But we don't know because we've never sat down to observe and listen to them. We don't subject we women then to so much trauma that they don't trust us anymore. Imran. The Salomon not trust Salomon. I want to know that.
We get.
You see some of the things the way then girls and they do forget them way with men.
Mm-hmm.
Keep big man, this and that. Then they do out of mistrust. Say, la go try la get me on. It's a whole social crisis when normally we not take time for see.
All scam.
When it come into a political domain, now the tell we can make all the noise, we cry to high heaven. And high heaven not they listen to us. You know what you know? We are made in the image and likeness of God. We are given brains to use. If we don't use it, we face the music. It's time we stop this high school mentality in Sierra Leone. 60 years plus, we're supposed to think now like men, not boys.
This is where the emotional immaturity come inside. Because, like, for instance, if somebody calls me mama right now, I get many ways I can respond. I can call
Me
you
not
mama.
even care. If
I
you
can.
want to call me mama, I don't care.
I can call you mama back. I can carry and go court. I can slap him. I can do many things. But
Hey,
one
man,
thing,
because he calls me mama, I don't care. You know why?
I just dey try for talk about this issue
You know why I don't
of
care?
emotional immaturity.
Mm.
The way where you respond is based on how mature you are emotionally.
Okay.
If you're not a person way impulsive, we know they think before you act, you can go, you slap the man, you broke your teeth. Then say if somebody slap you, you can use reasonable force for slap and back. But the reasonable, what they say let you use, you not get quantity and not measure.
But the man not slap you, na cause
No, it costs you, or if he slap you, you go, you slap him, you broke your teeth. Now GBH, you they go jail. They're not interested if he slap you. You slap him, you get right to self-defense, you slap him back. But that self-defense tell you say use reasonable force. Then go say you force not be reasonable. You see, when you mature with a logical in the way where you respond, they use reasoning the way where you respond. You they look at how it affects you directly and indirectly. Just like what we did in Sierra Leone, most of the whole government motorcar, the driver, they go inside them, you gallop, bang, bang, what else? But let me not show you that motorcar, not show you business. Why you put more today? But at the end of the day, now all taxpayer money that they take for buy that motorcar. The way the motorcar well, now more money than they can take. Wait, that money they can take for buy another motorcar. Then for using for buy something else. Wait for make una go up rather than una go down. So how will they act in Sierra Leone? We're very impulsive. Because when you talk to Sierra Leone, like for instance, even when you meet with a lot of Sierra Leone and one can get issue, you and your wife get palaver, you tell her, say, my wife calls me. You not cause him mama back. Straight away, you not cause him mama back. But kick an arrow, let go to papa, drop him. Not even ask, say, hey, what's in happen? How will I get here? That is what a mature person would do. A person will emotionally mature. But person will emotionally mature, all what they think about. The man, but who can get chat. And they bring this wire out. Would they caution each other? Would they talk to each other? Because we see things them differently. So we both they try for get a broader horizon by working with each other, helping each other. But with society, you can't talk as so sabi, you can always talk about this egocentricity. People are so full of ego, they feel to say, I have it all, nobody not for question me, nobody not for ask me, I'll do what I want. Then you are not emotionally mature. And at this I see, me they see, but a lot of we the Sierra Leonean them, we not they look at issues them, understand them. There are things that the way I can call you, but what I talk to you say, hey Imran, go read this thing here. When I go read that, I'll come back to you. I don't simmer down because you don't give me another point of view. You don't give me another perception. Because look, how would they think? It affects how would they perceive things with perception. And with perception, it affects behavior. Well, you can give me some material. I go read them. What can come back to you? Now the same person can come back to you.
Imran.
Yes, Papa.
Your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts is your reality.
Yep.
Well, this make you for be democratic. What you do? Everybody gets your own reality. But the problem we have is not emotional immaturity. It's the caste system. The caste system don't print on our DNA say, boy jalo feel say sabi, so nobody know for tell her nothing.
Yeah.
You understand? They don't create them. It's there, stagnant. So how do we change that? That is what we should be
And the $6
looking
million
at.
question that.
Because now that they affect with politics. Now they affect with economy. Now they affect with relationships.
And I will give you an example of those relationships. You don't see
Even
how
though we and
Salomon
we woman them,
or
even
Nigerian
we
man,
and woman them,
they
we
cheat.
they bully them unnecessarily.
You they go out and they give you a good example. You don't see how African man Salomon they treat a house boy, how they
Well,
cost him anyhow.
well.
You don't see how Salomon they treat Peking way the men. Now they brook for a Peking and you know they put on school. It is the mentality. If your papa
Now
not put
you
on
don't
school,
get,
they can put
you
on
don't get the practical, simple unit example. I'll give you the national example. Just now how they talk, we talk about minimum wage, not so?
Yes.
Now I ask you, say, do we have a minimum wage? You not in a minimum wage? Now wage way, you see, just so been they use that word, but you don't understand what you mean. JJ blood. Minimum wage, now the bread basket average. What in that mean? You take us rent, how much it cost
Essential.
for a family of 5, or if the person not married, how much it cost for and forget a single house or single room. You take a monthly transportation cost. You take in food cost. You take toiletries. You take say every 2 months to 3 months, the person need for buy a pair of shoe. You get an average from that. That's the minimum wage. What we calculate in Sierra Leone is not minimum wage. It's slave allowance.
If I kiss me for that. I like that.
Because we still get that
I like
caste
that.
system. We divide into ruling houses, workers, and enslaved or bonded workers. And for most people, if you don't have an education and a university degree, you belong to the bonded class, the slave mentality. The houseboy class, the watchman,
Talk
the
to them anyhow.
driver.
Mistreat them.
They
Misuse.
are the bonded class.
Mhm.
This is how this thing is affecting us. And the bad side of such mentality translated into an economic system is that you they starve the economy from growing. How does it starve the economy? Without consumption in a society, there will be no demand and supply.
No demand and supply.
Without demand and supply, there will be no production.
Yeah.
What instigates all of those processes is the real income earned by the people, the minimum wage.
Spending.
In England, you can walk to any shop and buy anything you want right now. But in Sierra Leone, now they go to shop today, we don't buy the money, don't pass, you wait till next month. So even the amount they sell goods, in goods they not they sell.
Yeah.
It is slow down economic processes.
But that is how they stimulate the economy. They either go create, say, we can build roads them, for let them just within the economy, stimulate the economy. You can build new within them. This
Then the measures then they always then they do. Now for make they not put too much money into the system. Because you can just simply say, okay, from today they give all man minimum wage. But what that will do is that it will put so much money into the system that you will end up with deflation for begin manage them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to look at all those parameters and know what thing for do. But for God's sake, are we looking at those issues in Sierra Leone? If we are looking at them, how does it translate into the political realities?
But recommend them. They're not interested in that. That is not what they came for. They came for only one reason, for oil and pocket.
Well, it's fine for them. One day the people then go oil their head.
Papa God, not only we pray to God for. You know?
You can push the people to the ball, but you cannot push them through the wall.
It is so heart-rending where all here they happen when you watch them. Just look how Solomon they treat men picking. Look how they treat picking and when they men. Look how they treat house boy. How they mistreat her. As I be one big man with slappy driver and any driver rose and slappy. I'm like, why? He said, "No,
The driver did well.
Yes, he said, "No,
He did very well. The driver did very well. Working for you know means the person is slave.
It is so bad. It's so bad to an extent that, you know, people them they waiting.
You know what I want to we do?
Yes.
I want to repeat and continue this topic.
Of course. That's
you know what to do? It's a very deep topic. There are certain things we up to recently have been shy away for discuss them because I didn't want to create any uproar. But I think the time don't reach over for face the bull by the horn. The only thing we not get for being emotional. There are a lot of socio-psychological dynamics that are absent in Sierra Leone. If we don't come up and begin to face these issues, we they go down a drain, we not go good.
We get for talk the kind of emotion we talk about because emotions, you get good emotions, you get bad emotions.
Well, me I get bad emotions, so I know they use that.
Because we get good emotions. I make a talk for saying that how you call them emotional immaturity. You know, because we get all kind we smile na emotions.
How can you, for God's sake, una sidom, una dey in a political party, una aware say the results were not completely counted?
Everybody in the country agree. It's not secret.
Then una sidom, una say that man Samuel not do this.
Well, that make
how are we thinking?
Not a samurai issue this.
And when you raise the voice for talk, people then feel say you na pro samurai.
No,
I want to tell Salon people then today. I don't need job from nobody.
Me and samurai no use.
I may not be a rich man, but I'm contented with what I have.
The very things that way other people are not like samurai for now make me like the things that way he say the man of violent.
You see, I want to know one thing.
Because that is the type of politics we don't put people all the nastiness there. Because a man come out, we want a strong leader. Do you know the implications of a strong leader? A leader where monocentric.
You just raise an issue. Mister, you just raise an issue. The first democracy on earth wanted a strong leader, now they have one. Let us see where that is going to end up.
Exactly. We want a strong leader. A leader when they come out to this, that. No. In a democracy, then they're gonna the capital. Now Greece. That's where it started. People then go debate on the issue. They come to a consensus, and we get started in Africa before which man come.
Now, they talk about democracy. They say Greeks are just say, all right, I left this man.
You know,
if Africa, I tell you something, you go believe. Every political institution where they use on earth today started in Africa.
Of course.
And do you know that the first human rights law was written during the time of the Mali Empire?
Brother, I'm glad the way you say this. Do you realize?
Do you know its name? It's called Kurukan Fuba.
Do you know hunters are not allowed to kill an animal if they are drinking? Or then the mate, you cannot kill them.
Yeah, you get forgive honor.
Then get certain rules, stringent rules, even though they're an animal.
But as I be the talk, even Kailondo, the Kisi, he not be able for come. But he send contingents and he send logistical support to Baibure. So who said this division come out? If at that time, all the chiefs them, now all the districts them come together, then choose one when I be the elder, they say na him na the chair. When I be Baibure. And Baibure, do you know he was a slandered Arabic scholar? It's absurd.
This is the first human rights law on earth, written at the time of the Mali Empire. It was written in 1235.
Yeah.
I make a put up.
Yeah. Afrocentricity is not something we should be shy about, we should be ashamed about. We have to embrace it and come back to who we are and adapt even Western laws. They make like American, where they make how they call them, Hollywood shows them. Then they gotta go to Nigeria and they go and Nigerianize them.
You see, read this part. You see the articles? Article 2, the Nyamakalas must devote themselves to tell the truth to the chiefs, to be their counselors and to defend them. This is the council. Nyamakalas, the council.
The subject and this subject.
This is the Kurukan Fugban. Then get social organization, then get political and all articles.
Yeah.
Written at that time by the Mali Empire. Then get 31 articles when are social rights, then property rights, then get environmental protection, personal responsibilities, marriage, etc., etc. You see, I can tell you, say, let's talk about Western education, a brainwashing process you go through. You know, sabi nothing. Because you know, sabi nothing but yourself.
Of course.
You know everything about Napoleon, but you didn't know about
nothing but yourself. Who's the source? You drink water, you don't know the source.
Well, so there, let we go in peace. We will continue this topic at another day. If need be, we go do 4, 5, 6, 7 term.
Yeah.
Because the issues them boku.
And we got to encourage more people and for the call. Because when they call it, they bring new.
Let them call, let them come with their opinion. Let we listen to them and come back to them. Because the point is, most of we keep blaming, but we don't understand the root cause of everything. And here, I intend to expose the root cause.
That is the key.
Matabi, you're not responsible for all the rubbish where they go on.
Now, all that I know, it can be chronic.
Yes.
But it was there.
You're not responsible for all what they go on. So
it's not to create the mess.
Now, a system where you don't understand it, they're operating, so they don't want to invest advantage in care.
You know,
I make it tell us, I go continue for the fly.
me tell the money myself now, how Salomon
I mean, they chef now, my way in business stronger.
Well, the mature is not mature. He's not mature. He's not emotionally mature. That's what I tell you about emotional maturity. He's not mature. We person respond until like they show immaturity. We talk for say I give una bullet for bullet. He also show immaturity. Anyway, now we come, now we go. Pambulem, I will say tata.
Una, thank you for listening to we, and I would encourage you now for like, share, and the one that will not subscribe, it will not subscribe. Una encourage people and for subscribe. We get a lot of things in store for una. I want to let una know say this is a whole school, a whole university where they give una free of cost. The only payment we una get for give we now for make sure say the platform grow. We are here to help make Sierra Leone. And Sierra Leone as it is, Not all sonko they make yanda. If we say na sonko one for take make salon, you know they work. You know they work.
When the people let me get a community with them strong, who that strong past Governor Kadwe? The chiefs they all come together. They say no. Una they go pay taxes to Una. Una knows how you come out to start with them. We can't pay a tax where they pass the property then. Say no. Because
and allow we patient. Allow we patient na salon, let work together. We will get it right. And very soon, I want to believe that. When we know exactly what you need for know, then things will begin to work. Una thank you. We go come back to Una next week, Wednesday. And I think we may look at increasing the volume by one more, or get 3 shows a week. That will get for discuss me and you. Now begin get 3 shows because some of them are them very important law they bring unto people them. Now we encourage them for call and discuss.
We don't tell you say for pump up the volume.
Would they do them? Now we encourage them for call and discuss. Now we get conversations like don't begin get and so today. And now we control the emotions them and make sure say we understand each other. Then salon go change. Una thank you. We will meet again on Wednesday. Una good night. Any last words, sir?
Well, family, now we come, now we they go. We say tata. I hope so. Una get a wonderful weekend. Make God guide una and continue for protect una, and make we all pray and then we work hard, because prayer alone not solve the problem. We therefore work hard on the issues there. For to guy for do the right changes there. And change, it's about choices. When we make the wrong choices, we want different change, they happen. If you go take babu, you say like I can do good business, no problem. If you go take spider, you say for like I can paint you, you say now where be the camp put today? So if you make choice, you get for know what you want. And other, for say qualify for do the wrong. And that's what they do. So Fambule, I end here.
Okay, thank you. We will meet again on Wednesday.
We survive not alone as Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Any man we survive not alone as Superman, oh. We tired with this greedy system. The new direction make we sad, oh. Eastern region to God we no gladdy. Oh, yeah. We people don't tire. With the greediness now the system. Oh, yeah. The youth they don't tire. Eastern region youths we don't tire. Not to this we been votes for. The promise we say salon go better. All things just they go up. How we people go survive now?